Hello girlfriends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me today. So today I would like to welcome you to a special new series. At least I feel like it's going to be special. I have high hopes for it. I hope you're going to enjoy this, but it's called This or That. And basically I'm comparing two products within a category, and we're going to go in depth side by side and see which one I kind of like better. The two products that we are looking at today is the Camille Rose Curl Maker and the Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic Curly Stimulator. Did I get that right? Pretty much. Anyways, let me tell you a little bit about how this is going to go. Like I said, I'm going to have these broken down into different categories. Today, I'm going to consider these custards, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But first of all, I'll be looking at categories like leave-ins and primers, creams, mousses and foams, gels, and then custards. I know a custard can be kind of considered as a gel, and I understand that, but there's also a little bit of difference. So I don't really want to compare a custard to a gel because I think there'll be considerable differences in that. And so let me just kind of explain a little bit more what a custard is, and then we'll get into the styling portion of this. A custard's texture is similar to a gel, but custard tends to be more moisturizing and made from nourishing ingredients like oils and butters. They can help tame frizz while adding shiny luster to your curls. Okay, we are just going to start with the application of the Camille Rose Curl Maker. I'm going to read you a few specs of this product and get into the application. This is the Camille Rose Curl Maker. Make your day with Curl Maker, a sweet defining jelly enriched with smoothing marshmallow root, golden agave nectar, crafted to nourish and define your curls. The directions say to apply a generous amount to freshly washed, detangled hair, distributing evenly through sections from root to tip. Ensure the hair is wet while using this defining jelly to finger style. For beautifully defined and soft curls, you can layer with the Curl Maker on top of the Curl Moisture Milk. So I'm going to, actually, is my favorite? Yeah, my hair's fairly wet. I've re-wet it in between times. You didn't see this. So we're getting that out. I did maybe just shy of one pump. It's probably actually more than I need. Here's what it's looking like. Now the specs say that basically this is to smooth, nourish, and define my curls. And from the past, I would say that's true. It does smooth my curls. It does nourish, like in nourishing as in moisturizing, and it does define my curls. Now, with custards, I have a hard time applying them in the summertime. I usually find that they're just a little too heavy for my hair. And if I do apply them, I really can't use anything else with them. In the wintertime, I think I can kind of mix and match a little bit more. I have a little bit more wiggle room for how I'm able to use custards. I'm just drying off my hands here real quick. But like I said, in the summertime, I do need to be very careful with how I use them. And these two are some of my heaviest custards. I've used the Anasi curling custard, or I'm not sure the exact title of that, but anyways, that one I can use by itself without too much problem, really. It goes well. Now the Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic Curl Stimulator is supposed to flex your curl muscle naturally with the aloe-based firm hold curl enhancing gel. It tames frizz while defining and elongating and nourishing your curls. It's fortified with aloe vera, horsetail nettle to strengthen your hair and stimulate growth and provide shine. The marshmallow extract prevents a dry scalp and provides slip. The directions say to cleanse and detangle your hair and apply a quarter-size dollop to sections on soaking wet hair from root to end. You can finger comb or style and diffuse or allow to air dry. So this Uncle Funky's Daughter gives a lot more indication as to what it's supposed to be, and this is, it looks a little bit more creamy. If I had to be very picky, ooh, there's a difference there too. It looks a little bit more creamy when pumping it onto my hands. And then look at all that. It's like, it doesn't really feel super sticky, but it definitely looks different when you pull your hands apart like that. They apply about the same, but I will say the texture feels different as well. The Camille Rose Curl Maker felt a little bit more tacky in my hands and a little bit more gelatinous. I don't know how to describe it. This one feels a little bit more slimy, a little bit more flaxseed-like. All right. Now I did just come back from washing my hands from those gels, and I did just want to once again go over the claims of this Uncle Funky's Daughter. It basically says it's supposed to be firm hold, supposed to enhance your curls, supposed to be nourishing, defining. Defining is kind of the same as enhancing your curls, in my opinion. Elongating, strengthening, stimulate growth, and provide shine. Now, the stimulating growth, that's not something that I could tell with just one use. You'd have to use that consistently. And so we're going to leave that one out. But basically, I expect both of these to pretty much do that same thing. They're going to give me shinier hair. I feel like I do expect some elongation just because this is a more heavy, a more water-based, more nourishing formula. So I do expect it to kind of weigh my curls down, especially on day 1. Day 2, you may see my curls popping up a little bit more. We'll see. Because I will check back. I do plan on checking back tomorrow. So let's go get these curls diffused and we'll stop back and see how this is turning out. All right, curl friends, I am back with my hair fully diffused. It's been a while and this is, you know what, let me take the scarf off. I feel like it might be hindering the view of the product or how my hair looks with the products. Okay, and this is what the Camille Rose side is looking like. Keep in mind, I do still technically have the cast in, and this is the Uncle Funky's Daughter side. Uncle Funky's Daughter here, Camille Rose. And as far as the cast goes, there really isn't much of a cast on top. It's mainly, I feel, a little bit left on the bottom. And that's ever so slightly. When I was diffusing my hair, I did kind of feel a cast all over, and then as I continued to diffuse, it kind of broke up more. So, and then I had to walk around my house for like an hour before I felt like it was fully dry. So being that these are custards, I do feel like they take a little bit longer for my hair to dry, and that's okay. I mean, it's just one of those things I know it's going to happen. I do feel like the shine is about equal for these. I do feel like the definition is about equal for these sides. I really feel like they look very similar. I have a little bit of halo frizz up top, but not much. It's pretty similar. If I'm going to be really picky, I'd say maybe I see a little bit more on the Camille Rose side, but not much. It's hard for me to really see if I have a favorite over the other. Let me just scrunch out the crunch, and I am going to glaze the oil over my hair. I did consider whether I should even use an oil because I think you can get away without using an oil if you have finer textured hair. If your hair is similar to mine, I could get away without using an oil with these products. But I'm choosing to use an oil. I'm going to use my Verb Ghost oil just because right now it's snowing, and I just feel like this will just add another extra layer of protection to kind of keep any of the outside elements from affecting my hair. So I'm just going in. I didn't go in with quite one pump, but just going to, normally I flip upside down to scrunch out the crunch, but we're not going to do that today. And I will say too, I didn't let you know this earlier, but this is a wash now style later. And after I washed my hair last night, I used a leave-in conditioner. I used a protein-rich leave-in conditioner. It's one that's been discontinued, so I'm not even really going to bother mentioning it. But I used that, and then I just re-wet my hair this morning, and I used these products. Like, I didn't use any styler underneath of them, other than, oops, I just dropped my oil. So I didn't use any products underneath of them other than that leave-in conditioner was maybe a little bit left over, but I rinsed out my hair pretty good, and so I don't know that there was that much. And yeah, then I did also brush style my hair before coming on camera to, apply the products. So, all right, let's take another closer look here at the Camille Rose side. And then the Uncle Funky side. Like I said, these look so similar to me. I like the curl definition and the shine on both of them. I don't feel like one is laying any more heavily than the other. And if I had to be ultra picky, I guess I feel like I'm just maybe slightly gravitating towards the Uncle Funky side, just ever so slightly, but I can't even tell you exactly the reason why. It's just I feel like maybe I like the way the bottom looks a little bit better. Maybe on the Camille Rose side, I feel like just a little bit more piecey, a little slightly bit stringier look, but not much. So let's check back for day 2 to see how these are wearing and see if I come up with any different results then, or might give you my final thoughts at that point. So I'll see you in just a minute. All right, girlfriends, we are back for day 2 hair, comparing these two custards is what I call them, the Camille Rose and the Uncle Funky's. And so let's just take a little closer look. I have on this side the Camille Rose, and on this side the Uncle Funky's. And I was saying yesterday how I thought these looked very similar, and I still feel like they look very similar. I have still good definition. I have a good amount of shine. My hair is not weighed down with these. Once again, I only use them as a single styler really this time, and so my hair is not weighed down. I probably could get away with using a light leave-in or a cream, a light cream under these in the wintertime, but not in the summertime. And even in the summertime, I feel like it would probably weigh my curls down more if I used these even as a single styler. And my frizz is no more than it was yesterday, which is really good. So all in all, I think these are really good moisturizing custards. And I do like how they work for my hair in this season. I don't feel like they elongated my curls at all, really. Like I said, at least not in this winter season when I still could stand a little extra moisture compared to the summertime. I do feel like my curls have maybe fluffed up just a tiny bit from what they were yesterday. I just feel like maybe it's like a little fuller in this direction. I don't really notice any shrinkage, I don't think. Just a little fluffier here, and not in a bad way. Just a little bit more body, a little bit more volume to them. So to me, I feel like both of these gels have lived up to their claims. I did want to make note too, I was going to mention this yesterday and I forgot. They have some very similar ingredients. They both contain water as their first ingredient, which is pretty common. And then they also contain aloe, marshmallow root extract, horsetail, and nettle. Now, they vary in like what order they fall in the ingredients list a little bit. The Uncle Funky's daughter, in my opinion, is a little bit more compact of an ingredients list. Speaking of Uncle Funky's, I do have I don't know if you're aware of the whole controversy that they had about a couple years ago maybe, where they came out with a new or updated ingredients list, and it was different from what the old packaging had said. People claimed that they noticed a difference in how their hair reacted from the old packaging versus the new packaging. I never got, I don't know what I have, to be truthfully honest. I never got the one that has the protein in it, which is what I believe the new packaging is, but I don't feel like mine is the old one either. Mine doesn't have glycerin in it. I don't think. Let me double check on that. Yeah, mine doesn't contain the glycerin and it doesn't contain the protein. So I'm not sure exactly which packaging I have, but I am enjoying this. So all in all, to sum it up, the this or that series, this is one of those I really can't choose. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Do you like one side better than the other? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd really love your opinion on this. Let's get a vote, a tally down below. Who likes the Camille Rose side better and who likes the Uncle Funky side better? I really don't have a strong opinion. I guess if I really had to commit to some kind of answer, I would probably say I would gravitate a little bit more to the Uncle Funky's. Just maybe the application and how it looked on day one. But overall, these are neck and neck to me. I will have links to both of these products down below in the description, so if you're interested in either of these, please be sure to check that out. And until I see you again next week, have a great day. Bye!